Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Peace cannot be achieved through violence. It can only be attained through understanding. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. The greatest gift we can give another is the purity of our attention. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. The more we care for the happiness of others, the greater our own sense of well-being becomes. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The secret of happiness is simplicity. The obstacle is the path. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. The more you care for the happiness of others, the greater your own sense of well-being becomes. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. Know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. The greatest glory in living lies in not never failing, but in rising every time we fail. Even though we may encounter many defeats, we must keep our goals and move forward with courage. The more we care for happiness of others, the greater our own sense of well-being becomes. The key to happiness is to accept life as it is, rather than to wish it were different. It is not the number of years in your life that matters, but the life in your years. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. The only real failure in life is not to try. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. The journey is the reward. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The future depends on what we do in the present. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. The only constant in life is change. The greatest glory in life lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. Even though we may encounter many defeats, we must keep our goals and move forward with courage. The key to happiness is to accept life as it is, rather than to wish it were different. It is not the number of years in your life that matters, but the life in your years. If you want to change the world, start with yourself. Preserve the environment. It is not for you, it is for all living things. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. The more we care for the happiness of others, the greater our own sense of well-being becomes. The ability to forgive is an inherent part of human nature. Be grateful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Share your knowledge. It is a way to achieve immortality. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. With a peaceful mind, one can conquer the whole world. Love is the language spoken by heart. The greatest enemy of the enemy is compassion. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Inner peace begins the moment you choose not to allow another person's behavior to control your emotions. The more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. Even the smallest act of kindness can have a ripple effect. The roots of all goodness are the soil of appreciation for life. Life is a series of experiences, and if you don't learn from them, you don't live. The greatest gift is the ability to share your knowledge. The measure of a person's character is not how they behave when they are comfortable, but how they behave when they are challenged. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. The past is to be learned from, not lived in. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We are all connected to each other, to the earth, and to all living things. The earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. It is our collective and individual responsibility to preserve an environment that supports life. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, and confusion into clarity. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Open your heart wide, and everything will be okay. The only true gift is a portion of yourself. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Believe in yourself, and you will be unstoppable.